Hi again. This is the end of the Live Your Worst Fear series. Also, I do not own the Haikyuu characters and this does not accurately represent the Haikyuu characters. Hope you enjoy the video. With Atsumu. Atsumu watched as his nickname was spelled into the mirror, shocked. What the hell is that? Atsumu? I mean yeah, it is me. Atsumu hesitantly took his unscratched hand as he wrote, yeah, in his blood. We'll see if that does anything. The blood again began to move, spelling out more words. It's Samu. I found you. Samu? Yes. I knew you didn't leave me. I knew it. Atsumu's vision became fuzzy as he went to sit on the toilet lid. That was weird. Okay, let's see. Atsumu took some of the blood from his fist as he wrote, where are you? Okay. If he's in the real world, maybe he can pull me out of this dream. This is a dream. Now I know for sure. Atsumu watched as the answer appeared on the mirror. Trapped at home. Him too? Weird. Okay. Atsumu felt himself calm down, now knowing that he could at least talk to his twin. His vision started to blur again, fading between the bathroom and his bedroom. Ugh. What is going on? He closed his eyes. He's experiencing what I am. We're alone. But we aren't. We now know this for a fact. Atsumu opened his eyes as he wrote, me too, not alone anymore. Atsumu felt himself smile while waiting for a response. I'm not alone. I'll never be alone. Atsumu felt some clarity as his mind became clear. I never would be alone. He exited the bathroom as he looked towards where the door would be. It's not real. I knew this. It's a dream. No. It's a nightmare. I'll never be alone. I have Omi, a loving boyfriend. I have Suna, my best friend. And I have Samu, my twin, who had been with me since day one and will be with me until the end. This isn't real. Because it doesn't make sense. Atsumu watched as a door appeared on the wall. He smiled triumphantly as he walked through it. His eyes shot open as he found himself once again in his bed. Samu. Atsumu was excited that he had finally woken up as he climbed up to see Osamu still sleeping. Weird. Samu, wake up. You'll never guess the dream Atsumu was shaking his brother, but he wasn't waking up. Samu? Atsumu was about to shake him with both hands as he noticed a wound on his hand, one that resembled the one from the mirror. It wasn't a dream? Atsumu's eyes widened as he shook Osamu harder. Wake up. You need to wake up. Now. With Osamu. Osamu got Atsumu's last message as he responded, me neither, and then it was time to wait again. I never thought I would be communicating with blood. Weird. Not the weirdest thing that has happened. But weird nonetheless. Let's see. Osamu watched the mirror closely as he waited for Atsumu's response. Come on. You don't have to think about what to say. Just say it. Osamu reached his hand over as he wrote, hello? Come on. Please still be there, Atsumu. I need you to be there. If you aren't there, that means I'm actually alone. Osamu sat against the bathroom wall, waiting for the writing to start, feeling the walls around him cave in. You left me, didn't you? You didn't stay. Why didn't you stay? Did you? Could you find a way out? You were trapped in a home as well. Which means. Osamu got up as he ran to the TV and turned it on. Dreamland. That's where I am. Osamu watched as the words on screen began to blur. Atsumu escaped, which means I can. This isn't real. It's a trap in my unconscious state. The most vulnerable state. I'm just sleeping. Osamu leaned back on the couch, watching the world around him blur. It can't be real. Because Atsumu would never leave me alone. Not purposefully. I will always have him by my side. You hear that? Osamu yelled at the ceiling as he closed his eyes. He jerked awake as he nearly hit Atsumu in the face from sitting up so quickly. Jesus Christ. You almost hit me. Well, am I awake? Yeah. That wasn't real? Atsumu frowned as he grazed Osamu's nose, which made him flinch in pain. My nose? That wasn't a dream? No. That was real. Oh. Yeah. What is going on with us? Maybe we're unlucky. As Atsumu said this, they both heard their phones buzz. Atsumu climbed down as he checked his phone. It was from the group chat they had with everyone, who just woke up from an eerily weird dream. With Akashi. Akashi watched as the door shut behind him, still trying to figure out what happened with Konoha. Hunted? That seems really dramatic. As if I, out of everyone I know, would be hunted for some reason. Akashi shook his head, focusing on the mission at hand. Talk to Bakuto. Kotaro Bakuto. Akashi yelled this as he ran towards the gymnasium. As he did, he accidentally caught his leg against the door, giving him a scratch. Ow? It doesn't hurt that bad. Did I hear my name? Washio shrugged as Akashi stood in the doorway of the gym, beckoning for Bakuto to follow him outside. Wish me luck, Washio. Stop being so melodramatic. Mean Kashi. Yeah. You got mean Kashi. Now walk with me. Akashi grabbed Bakuto's hand as they started their way around the gym. What is it, Kashi? Do you love me? Yep. I definitely do. But just a few minutes ago you said, find someone else to care. Yep. Question mark. So what did you mean? About you needing me. Needing is so gross and I don't want to be needed or to be needy. But you're not being needy. I just like helping you. Yeah, but stop. Do you truly want me to stop making it so you need me? Yeah. Alright. So no more comfort when in emo mode? Yep. So no more walking with me to school? I guess. No more dating? What? Bakuto stopped as Akashi let go of his hand. You need me to date you. I don't need. No. You don't get it. If you don't need me, then this relationship will end, because they need two people. Then, I guess we're broken up. Bakuto sighed as he bowed his head in defeat. Do you even want me? What's the difference? Bakuto perked up and tilted his head in curiosity. Want isn't necessary. Then I don't want either. Akashi studied Bakuto as he reached his hand out and pulled on Bakuto's cheek. Ow. You're so realistic. What do you mean? I mean you are a perfect carbon copy of Bakuto. Huh? You know, there's really no way to truly duplicate Kotaro Bakuto. But your mind did. I guess it didn't. Because Bakuto would never say this. But I did. Yeah, you did. But Bakuto wouldn't. How so? Because Bakuto loves me. I do. And he wants me. Akashi watched as Bakuto's face became blurry as he smiled. Otherwise he wouldn't have asked me out. He is kind. And considerate. A little dense at some times. But overall he is the person I love most in this world. And you are different from him. I am him. No. Because. Bakuto would never leave me to walk alone. It wasn't because he needed me to walk him. It's because he wants more time with me. Bakuto would never ask for someone else to set to him. Because he has stated he is glad he got 2 years with me. I mean. And Bakuto and I wouldn't argue. He doesn't need me, but he wants me to be there for him. The world in front of Akashi shifted and swirled until he found himself in the dark. Akashi. Akashi jolted awake, finding himself in Bakuto's arms on the sidewalk. Where am I? Outside your house. You passed out as I was picking you up. I have no memory of even waking up today. I mean I just got out of a horrendous dream. Poor Kashi. Bakuto placed his hand on Akashi's knee to comfort him as Akashi felt a sting of pain. Or maybe not a dream. With Shirabu. Shirabu was running up the stairs to Semi's dorm, fuming and gaining a headache from hitting his head. Ida. Shirabu shoved open his dorm room door as Semi whipped his head around to Shirabu. Hi. How dare you judge my academics? I didn't? But you did. You said you wouldn't date me if I failed. Kenji, that's not true. I'm not even awake to be able to be portrayed in your dream. What? You shouldn't have come here. Semi's face started to melt as Shirabu watched in horror. What is happening? Wake up. You didn't fail. Glibarb isn't real. Semi? Are you okay? I'm not real. The words rung in Shirabu's head as he felt the world start to turn around him. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm not awake. I cannot be in this nightmare. I am your subconscious. You're me? Get out of here. You always study. I always study. You can't go from a bathroom to a gymnasium. True. The words you read aren't known. The words I read aren't known. You didn't fail. I didn't fail. The Semi in front of Shirabu disappeared as Shirabu watched around him. Everything was starting to melt. I didn't fail. I never would have. Shirabu watched everything go black as he frowned, scared of what was to come. Shirabu. Shirabu. Shirabu shot open his eyes as he found himself on the ground, Tendao and Ushijima looking at him from below. What happened? You passed out mid-practice. Shirabu's headache stayed as he felt the bump in the front of his head. Where's Semi? Late. Like usual. Shirabu got up quickly as he looked around. You should sit down. Can't. I got to get to Semi. Why? Because he isn't awake. Sleeping in? Not like that. Got to go. Shirabu ran out the doors, making sure not to hit his head this time. With Semi found himself a little happy that he could still interact with his friends. I can't believe you don't remember me. Semi looked around as he heard his name exit his boyfriend's mouth. You're right, Shirabu. That's his name. You remember. I didn't say anything. I'm remembered. Semi smiled out of pure happiness as his worst fear didn't come to be. You guys remembered me. I'm dead. But even so I'm remembered. I never liked him. Always so pessimistic. Yeah, now that I remember him, he was kinda strange. So jealous. Yep. True for all of that. Semi smiled as he sat down and watched his loved ones talk bad about him. You shouldn't be happy. Shirabu's head turned towards him creepily. Why not? They only talk bad about you. I don't care. You don't? Shirabu's voice became more distorted as Semi shrugged. Not even a little. Why? Because they remember me. I have, had an irrational fear of being forgotten by my loved ones. But they remember me. Even if it's bad. They can talk about me and show that they actually knew me. Flaws and all. Your fear is being forgotten. And being rejected. Yeah? So I did both. Shirabu's face began to have an exaggerated angry face. When they're together it doesn't work. I will only fear being forgotten if it's threatened. They don't work together to scare me. Annoying. Who are you? I am you. You're worst. Weird. I won't let you feel good. Too late. I mean, this is the best viable option. Semi closed his eyes, pleased with how his death went, ready to move on from wherever he was. Ida. Semi opened his eyes groggily as he heard feet running towards him. Kenji? You're awake? Yeah. You can see me? Of course I can. I'm alive. Semi got up as he hugged Shirabu. I'm alive. You were in a dream too. Yeah. It's real. That whole ordeal was real. Shat. With Oikawa. Oikawa was sat at a booth with Iwaizumi next to him, trying to comfort him. You finally realized it too. I'm awful. The worst. No better than a piece of trash. I knew it. I never wanted you to know it too. And I tried. I really tried to not seem as bad with you. But I've known since. Maybe middle school. My personality is awful. Caring for people outside of myself is hard. And I'm just a shitty person. I really tried to hide it from you, Iwa. I didn't want you to know. I wanted us to be okay. I love you so much. You're not a shitty person. Huh? Oikawa snapped out of the trance he put himself into as he looked over at Iwaizumi. I didn't say anything. Oh. But you aren't a bad person. And I've known you for basically my whole life. I know what kind of person you are. Iwa? So stop muttering and open your eyes. Iwa? What? You're annoying me. Shut up. You are a jerk. Yeah, but not as bad as you. Actually you're worse. Because you keep lying to me. What? I know you love me. Oikawa smiled at Iwaizumi as the background became blurred. This is a lie. You decided to date me. Not the other way around. Out of pity. You wouldn't do that. And yet I did. I may be a crappy guy. But you love that about me. I mean you knew what I was like. I did? Yeah. Since we met. Yeah, but then you got worse. So did you. We aren't good people, Iwa. We know this. Well, me and the real Iwa know this. I'm a good person. I'm just protecting those you hurt. Nope. You throw volleyballs at my head. Yell at first years. And judge a lot of people while walking down the street. Well, no. No more escaping this. Iwaizumi, we're perfect for each other. I love you and you love me. You do what I do. So how do you have any right to judge? You're not some holy being. So go away. Oikawa watched as Iwaizumi exited his booth, leaving Oikawa to close his eyes in relief. Oikawa opened his eyes to see Iwaizumi, Matsun and Maki around him. He looked over and found himself laying on a bench. Took you long enough to wake up. Huh? You were muttering the whole time. Iwa, how could you? I'm a shitty person. Which is wrong. You could hear me. Yeah. So you answered when I muttered. Sometimes. Oh my god. That was real. With Kenma. Kenma locked himself away in his room after Kuro's funeral, away from his phone. Yaku and Lev were blowing up his phone, but he couldn't stand hearing about Kuro anymore. He's dead. I'm not. It's as simple as that. I wish he could be here. But I know he isn't. He can't be. He died. How did he die again? Kenma went to check the texts from everyone, trying to see if anyone knew how he died. Weird. I mean he could have had an aneurysm. He could have had a tumor. Kenma laid back on his bed as he thought about ways Kuro could have died. Why did no one tell me? Is it because I killed him? I didn't mean to. My phone ringer is always on. Always. For times like this. To make sure I can contact whoever texts me. It's always on. Kenma closed his eyes as he quickly got a glimpse of Kuro leaning over him. Kuro? Kenma sat up as he looked around. That was weird. That was really weird. It felt so real though. God. I want him back. Kenma laid back down as he covered his face in his pillow as he wailed, trying to finish crying. He's gone. And it's all because I didn't stop my gaming. I was too engrossed. How could I not notice? Why didn't he come to me? Kenma lifted his head as he turned around to face the ceiling, wiping off some of his tears. Why didn't he come to me? I'm less than a 5-minute walk from him. If I wasn't responding, he should have come to me. He would have. Why didn't he? Why did no one tell me how he died? Not even the funeral service. Why was my ringer off? It doesn't make sense. None of this makes any sense. It's unrealistic. Kenma's vision blurred as he closed his eyes to refocus, which caused him to see another glimpse of Kuro. So realistic. If only he was like that. Wait. What if this reality is fake? Lev said something about dreamland, which is a nightmare breeding ground. This could be fake. How do you escape? How would you escape a dream? You just wake up. But I don't feel asleep. Maybe I can at least lucid dream. Make myself realize this isn't real. Well, Kuro can't be dead. He didn't come get me. My phone was wrong. I always keep the ringer on. Plus my dream can't come up with a death for Kuro. Therefore, Kuro's not dead. Kenma smiled, confident in himself as his vision went dark. Kitten, please. Kenma opened his eyes as he saw Kuro standing above him. Kitten. Kuro? Kenma got up from his bed quickly as he wrapped Kuro in a tight hug. Whoa. You're alive. Yeah, I was more scared you weren't. You didn't wake up. I couldn't. Please tell me this is reality. It is? Kenma looked over at his phone as he noticed the ringer was turned on. It is. With Kagane. What happened? Kaganagawa. Nothing. I just passed out. That's it. Kagane got up as he quickly rushed to his phone. He wanted to text someone, anyone, to see if they knew what just happened to him. In the volleyball GC. Who just woke up from an eerily weird dream. We did. Osamu agreeing. Same. Yeah. Semi agreeing. Yep. Definitely weird. Kuro died. Iwaizumi hated me. I died and no one remembered me. Failed a test. Wasn't needed. Alone. Alone. But I have a wound I got in the dream. Yeah. Same here. Yep. A bump on my head. Weird. Before we get strange questions, let's switch GCs. Kaganagawa made a group chat called Dreamland. The TV aired that in my empty house. I didn't hear that term, but I was informed we were being hunted. Lev saw you to enter Dreamland you need to be cursed by someone. Cursed? That would make some sense. Yeah. Switching bodies. Being dragged into an AU where Samu and Atsumu almost died. Turning into toddlers? Holy shit. You guys are being targeted. You too now. Uh-oh. Who would want to target us? Well, everyone wants to target me. I don't know about the rest of you. Confident much. He always was and always will be. Send help. So what do we do? Nothing. That seems like the worst of the worst. Maybe the curse ended. Yeah. Sounds plausible. I hope you're right, Oikawa. Me too. I'm pretty sure that's not how curses work. Shush. They want it to work. Fine. But if he's wrong we get to yell at him. I'm correct. He was not. Finn. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is a series I have been doing for a while, so I am creating a cursed series playlist and will continue it with the next mini-series in it next week. The next video will be the start of a new prank. I have a TikTok. I do fun little videos drawing the Haikyuu next generation and Haikyuu ships, so if you'd like to see those. I have a Discord server. You can join with the link in the description below. If you'd like to support me, and maybe buy me a coffee to keep me awake for my late night editing sessions, there is a link in the description below. Everything said before will be linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for your support.